We live in a nation where someone who is convicted of stalking their girlfriend can then go out and buy a weapon. I mean, this is an absurdity that we live in a nation where you can be considered too dangerous to fly on a terrorist no-fly list, and you can go to a gun show through a casual seller and buy a trunkload full of weapons. These things are absolute outrages and absurd. But the point I try to make to everybody is that change doesn't come from Washington. It has to come to Washington from people who are demanding it. And I've seen so much of this problem now that we're seeing more mass shootings. It's awakening more of an awareness of a problem that has existed in communities like mine for generations now. And this is the problem, the impotency of empathy we're seeing right now, where folks can't understand that this is an issue where the numbers are astonishing. That in the last 50 years alone, we have had more people die in our country to gun violence than in every single war we've had going back from the Revolutionary War to present combined. That is the kind of carnage in our country. It's disproportionately affecting communities like the one in which I live, which are black and brown communities where African American men make up more than 50% of the homicide victims. And so one of the things I'm just trying to do unapologetically, using now not just a platform I had when I was a mayor or a senator, but using a presidential platform to try to challenge even my fellow colleagues that are running, is we cannot let this debate be framed by the corporate gun lobby and by the NRA about what's possible and what's common sense. And that's really what I'm trying to awaken folks to, that sense of urgency, because this has to be a movement, and a movement to do what we organize governments to do, which is to protect our citizenry. And now we're seeing a capitulation to fear, it should be so unacceptable to Americans that we're about to send children back to school, and in the strongest nation on the planet Earth, we're telling them that we can't protect you, so we're going to teach you in school how to hide, how to cover in place or shelter in place. That's what this has got to be about, awakening a movement in this country for us to protect ourselves and reclaim American freedom, freedom from fear, freedom from violence, freedom from this savage trauma that hits millions of Americans in this country, not just the people who lose their lives, but the communities, the neighborhoods, the families, the lives that are shattered by gun violence every single day.